Ladies, I'm just going to come out and say it. Your clothes might be the right size, the right style, even the right season, but if the color's wrong, it can dull your glow faster than any wrinkle ever could. You might be dressing with care and intention and still walk into a room looking invisible. It's not your fault. Somewhere along the way, we were told that beige is elegant, that black is slimming, and that pastels are age-appropriate. So we stuck with them out of habit, out of caution, out of fear of standing out too much. But what if I told you those very colors might be draining the light from your face, making your skin look tired, making your eyes look less alive than they really are? Welcome to Healthwise for seniors, where style doesn't fade with age, it evolves. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're diving into the 5 most common color mistakes women over 60 make, and more importantly, how to fix them. I'm not here to tell you to throw out everything you love, but I am here to show you what happens when you choose color with intention, with warmth, with confidence. And trust me, the shift is instant. You'll learn how to wear neutrals without disappearing, how to use color near your face to revive your features, and why one subtle change in tone can lift not only your look, but your energy. So before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Healthwise for seniors. Your support helps us grow, helps other women find this space, and gives us the inspiration to keep creating content just for you. Now, go grab a mirror and your favorite scarf, because we're about to see just how powerful color can be. Let's begin. When your clothes match your skin, you start to disappear. I'll be honest with you, I used to live in beige. Beige tops, top sweaters, pale gray cardigans. I thought they were timeless, neutral, easy to pair with anything. But one morning, I caught my reflection in the mirror, wearing a head-to-toe sand-colored outfit, and I looked faded, like someone had turned the vibrancy down on my whole appearance. That was the moment I realized something subtle, but powerful. When the color you're wearing is too close to your skin tone, it doesn't flatter you, it erases you. After 60, our skin naturally loses a bit of its underlying pigment. It's part of aging gracefully. But when we wear soft beige or washed-out top that matches that skin exactly, there's no contrast, no dimension. Our faces lose definition. Our natural radiance gets muted. And suddenly, we feel invisible, and not in the peaceful, empowering way. I used to think I was just having a tired day, but it wasn't my energy or my attitude, it was my shirt. Let me give you an example. My friend Cheryl, she's 68 and living her best life in Asheville, came to brunch one Sunday in a top turtleneck. I love Cheryl. She has sparkling blue eyes and a great sense of humor. But that morning, she looked washed out. No one noticed it at first, until she threw on a soft teal scarf I had in my bag. Suddenly, her eyes popped. Her skin warmed up. It was like someone turned the lights back on. The takeaway? You don't have to stop wearing neutrals, you just have to choose the right ones. Instead of pale beige, try ivory or almond. They still feel classic, but add a soft glow to your complexion. Trade in the top for camel or mocha, richer, deeper shades that define your face and bring warmth. And if you love gray, skip the pale silvery ones and go for dove gray or soft charcoal instead. Here's the simple truth. Contrast is your friend. When there's a gentle difference between your clothes and your skin, it creates visual structure. Your features stand out, your eyes sparkle, your whole presence feels lifted, and if you really want to keep wearing that favorite beige blouse, add a pop of color near your face. A coral lipstick, a gold hoop earring, a dusty rose scarf. Little changes like that can wake up your whole look, no shopping spree needed. Aging doesn't mean fading, and you don't need to wear neon to look alive. You just need colors that reflect the light you already carry. Because you haven't disappeared, you're just getting started. Overusing pastels without anchoring them, there was a time in my late 50s when my entire spring wardrobe looked like a basket of Easter eggs. Baby blue tops, pale pink sweaters, lemon yellow cardigans. I thought I was doing the right thing, soft colors, gentle tones, nothing too bold. But something always felt off. I didn't look younger. I looked unfinished. The truth is, pastels can be beautiful, but they need structure and contrast to work, especially as we get older. When worn head to toe or without grounding elements, they tend to wash us out and make our outfits feel childlike or, worse, forgettable. After 60, our coloring changes. Hair becomes softer, skin loses pigment, and we often need just a little more depth in our palette to look alive and radiant. Pastels, when used alone, don't give us that. They need something to hold on to, a visual base that gives them context. Take my friend Janice, for example. She's 71, tall, elegant, silver-haired, and a lover of lilac. She wore a pale lavender blouse with white slacks to lunch one afternoon. The color on its own made her look almost translucent, but then she added a stone gray linen blazer and a silver necklace. Suddenly, that lilac came alive. Her hair looked brighter, her skin warmer. It was the same blouse, but now it had a place in the outfit, not just floating in space. That's what I mean by anchoring pastels. It's about pairing them with grounding tones: soft charcoal, warm top, olive green, even denim blue. These colors don't overwhelm, they support. So if you love pastels, and I do, here's how to make them work after 60. Pair pale pink with camel or mocha. It gives the sweetness of pink a bit of maturity and earthiness. Wear baby blue with navy or stone gray. The deeper tone brings forward your features, especially if you have light eyes. Match mint green with white jeans, but add tan sandals or a wood tone belt. Natural textures help balance the cool tone. Use accessories as anchors. A leather bag in saddle brown, a metallic cuff bracelet, or even tortoiseshell sunglasses can give your pastels purpose. Another trick I've learned: lipstick. If you're wearing a pastel top near your face, choose a lip color that's just 1 or 2 shades deeper in the same family. Soft coral blouse, try a terracotta gloss. Pale blue shirt, go for a mauve berry lip. It adds contrast without shouting. Pastels aren't the problem, it's how we wear them. Floating in a sea of soft colors can make us look faded. But when they're grounded, when they're placed with intention, they can make us look fresh, graceful, and quietly confident. You don't have to give up gentle color. Just give it something to stand on. When too much black starts to work against you for most of my adult life, black was my signature. Black pants, black blouses, black boots, it made me feel pulled together. Powerful. I didn't have to think twice. It worked with everything and gave off that effortless New York woman vibe I'd always admired. And for a while, it really did work. Until it didn't. In my early 60s, I started noticing something strange. I'd put on the same black turtleneck I used to love, and instead of looking sharp, I looked tired, washed out. My skin looked dull and the shadows under my eyes seemed darker. At first, I thought I hadn't slept well. Then I thought maybe it was my lighting. But after enough mornings standing in front of the mirror, I realized it was the black. As we get older, our natural contrast softens. Our skin lightens, hair turns silver or white, and the boldness of black, once striking, becomes overpowering. What used to make me look confident now made me look stern. Harsh black near the face can deepen wrinkles, accentuate under-eye circles, and drain the warmth right out of your skin tone. Let me tell you about my friend Linda. She's 64, a retired attorney from Chicago. Her closet, 90% black. She always said, "Black never lets me down." But one afternoon, we were getting ready for her daughter's bridal shower, and she pulled out her usual go-to, a black wrap dress with pearls. Classic, right? But when she tried it on, something felt off. Her daughter noticed it too. "Mom, try this instead," she said, handing her a navy blue dress with a soft neckline. Linda hesitated but changed, and when she looked in the mirror, she blinked. Her eyes looked brighter, her face softer. The navy dress didn't just fit her body, it fit her spirit. She looked present, glowing, like the real her. It was such a small change, but it transformed everything. That's the power of rethinking black after 60. You don't have to give it up completely. You just have to be smarter about how and where you wear it. Try swapping your go-to black tops for deep navy, just as sleek, but gentler on the skin, charcoal gray, still neutral, but less draining espresso brown or aubergine, warm, elegant, and unexpectedly flattering forest green or slate blue, for richness without harsh contrast. And if you're still drawn to black, I get it. We all have our favorites. Here's how to wear it without letting it wear you. Add a silk scarf or colorful necklace near your face. Something in coral, ivory, teal, or soft rose. Choose textured black pieces like crepe, jacquard, or velvet instead of flat jersey or heavy cotton. Go with lower necklines or v-necks to soften the space around your face. Save black for your bottom half, trousers, skirts, shoes, where it grounds the outfit without dulling your expression. I also like to think about energy. Black can feel like armor, and maybe that served us well during our careers, our parenting years, our battles. But now, maybe we don't need to protect ourselves so much. Maybe it's time for clothes that invite connection, that brighten a room, that reflect the soft power of the season in our lives. Try this test at home. Put on a black top and look closely at your face. Then swap it for navy or mocha or even a smoky plum. Add a little color on the lips. Look again. What do you see? Chances are, you'll see someone who's no longer fading into the background, but someone stepping forward, fully alive. Because at this age, we're not here to disappear. We're here to be seen gently, gracefully, and on our own terms. Sticking to one color family forever, it's easy to get stuck in a color comfort zone. Maybe for you, it's navy, or beige, or everything in the gray and black category. We find a shade that feels safe, and before we know it, our whole closet is a variation of that one tone, different textures, sure, but the same emotional energy. Familiar, predictable, quiet. For years, I lived in shades of gray. Slate, pewter, dove, charcoal. I told myself it was elegant, understated, timeless, and in many ways it was. But somewhere along the way, I started noticing that my outfits felt repetitive. Even when I changed pieces, I felt like I was wearing the same thing over and over again because I was. The truth is, color has emotional weight. And when you surround yourself with only one type of color, day after day, it can start to affect how you feel about yourself. Especially after 60, when we're evolving in so many other ways, our style and especially our use of color should evolve with us. I remember visiting my friend Barbara in Arizona. She's 67 and loves earth tones. Her home is full of terracotta, sand, and olive. Her clothes, all in the same family, tan tops, brown slacks, beige cardigans. One afternoon, we went shopping and I handed her a dusty lavender blouse just for fun. She looked at it like it had come from another planet. "I can't wear this," she said. "Just try it," I smiled. She did, and suddenly her eyes lit up. Her cheeks looked rosier. The color brought life to her face in a way her neutral tones hadn't in years. That lavender had nothing to do with trends, it had to do with balance. See, when we wear only one color family, especially neutrals, we miss out on the dimension that contrasting tones bring. Monotone wardrobes can feel flat. They don't tell a story. They don't shift with our mood or the seasons of our life. But here's the good news. You don't have to ditch your favorite palette, you just need to stretch it a little. If you love navy, add touches of emerald, soft periwinkle, or blush. If you live in beige, introduce pieces in cocoa, dusty rose, or sage. If black is your signature, try layering it with rust, mustard, or deep teal for warmth and richness. Think of it like building a garden. Yes, green is beautiful, but the garden comes to life when you plant flowers, layer textures, and play with light. Your wardrobe should feel the same. Another easy tip: break the monochrome with accessories. A camel outfit with a turquoise pendant. A gray look with bold coral earrings. A pale outfit with a deep burgundy belt. These touches don't just change how you look, they change how you feel in your clothes. At this age, color isn't about being loud. It's about being alive. It's about sending the message to yourself first and then to the world that you're still blooming. And bloom, my friend, you absolutely should. Ignoring the power of color near the face, you'd be surprised how much the color near your face can change everything, not just how you look, but how you feel. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? And yet it's one of the most overlooked details in how women dress, especially after 60. As we age, our skin tends to lose some of its natural contrast. The glow softens. The lines become more visible. So when we wear the wrong color near our face, especially neutrals that are too pale or tones that are too harsh, it can drain the energy right out of our appearance. Your eyes may seem duller, your skin more tired, and your expression just off. I saw this clearly with my neighbor Susan. She's 70 with beautiful silver hair and warm hazel eyes. One day she popped over in a pale gray t-shirt. Nothing wrong with it, casual, soft, comfy. But it made her skin look sallow, and her jawline sharper than usual. Later that week, she showed up in a simple navy blouse with a light rose scarf tied around her neck. Same woman, same hair, no makeup, and yet she looked awake, even radiant. That's what color near your face can do. It frames everything. It sets the tone. It's the reason people say, "You look great today," even when you haven't changed a thing about your makeup or hair. So what does that mean in practice? Start with the neckline. If you're wearing a top with a high crew neck in a washed-out beige or cold gray, it's likely not doing you any favors. Switch to a V-neck or scoop neck in a flattering shade, something that complements your undertone. Jewel tones like sapphire, emerald, or amethyst are gorgeous on mature skin. So are rich, earthy colors like soft terracotta, olive green, or dusty plum. If you still love your neutral tops, don't worry, just add something near the face to lift the look. A silk scarf in coral, teal, or blush, a necklace with soft gold or warm-toned gemstones earrings that reflect light, like pearl drops or champagne crystal studs, a flattering lip color to bring warmth back into your complexion. Even glasses can make a difference. If you're wearing clear or silver metal frames, consider switching to something in a warmer hue, tortoiseshell, rose gold, or even soft burgundy. The frame becomes part of your color story. It's like adding a gentle halo to your expression. And don't underestimate the power of natural light testing. Stand near a window, hold different colored scarves or shirts up to your chest, and watch what happens to your face. You'll see it, the colors that bring out your eyes, brighten your skin, soften your jawline. That's your palette talking. The truth is, you don't need bold makeup or flashy clothes to look alive. You just need a little intention, a little harmony, a little color near the face that says, I'm here, I'm vibrant, I'm still becoming. 3 style tricks that make you look younger. Right now, structure at the shoulders equals instant lift. One of the first places we lose definition as we age is in the shoulders. Our posture naturally softens, and clothing without structure can exaggerate that slouch. But the opposite is also true. Give your shoulders just a bit of shape, and everything lifts. This doesn't mean shoulder pads from the 80s. Think subtle. A blazer with gentle tailoring, a blouse with a seam across the shoulder, or a knit top that holds its shape. Even a soft jacket with a defined shoulder line can give the illusion of better posture and a more youthful silhouette. When your shoulders are framed well, your neckline looks longer, your waist appears slimmer, and your whole outfit feels more intentional. It's like giving your body a little architectural support, quietly powerful, subtly transformative. The right neckline changes everything. We often underestimate how much impact the neckline of a blouse or dress can have, but after 60, it becomes crucial. High crew necks and tight collars tend to close in the face, highlighting the jawline and any volume under the chin. They can make you look shorter and more boxed in, even when the rest of your outfit is elegant. The fix: open it up. A V-neck elongates the neck and draws the eye upward. A boat neck widens the shoulders and creates balance. A scoop neck softens the collarbones and adds grace. Even a softly open shirt collar can do wonders when it comes to creating air and light around your face. These shapes don't just flatter, they free up space. They let the eye move. They let you breathe in your clothes. Color is your energy. Use it with care. We often think of color as a matter of taste, but color is really about emotion. The shades you wear tell the world how you're feeling before you say a word, and they also tell your mirror how you feel about yourself. Wearing dull, overly faded pastels or colors that match your skin tone too closely can flatten your energy. They create no contrast, no light, no presence. But the right colors, especially near your face, can revive everything. Jewel tones like emerald, sapphire, and ruby add elegance without overwhelm. Soft whites like ivory or bone reflect light beautifully. Warm grays, gentle terracotta, or even mauve can give you that radiant, healthy glow. And don't forget the power of a single pop. A coral lipstick, a turquoise earring, a mustard scarf. Sometimes all it takes is one intentional color to wake up your whole look and lift your entire mood. And there you have it, my friends, 5 simple color shifts that don't just change your wardrobe, they change how you show up. Because looking younger, it's never really about chasing youth. It's about reconnecting with your light, the one that's still there, underneath all the habits and safe choices we've made over the years. Color is not decoration, it's energy. And when you wear it well, you don't just brighten your skin, you brighten your presence. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's that your style journey doesn't end at 60. In fact, this might just be your most powerful chapter yet. You've earned the right to be bold, to be visible, and to feel beautiful in your own way. So tell me, which color are you excited to try this week? What shade makes you feel alive when you wear it? Drop it in the comments. I read every word, and I love hearing how each of you is rediscovering your elegance on your own terms. And if this video gave you a little clarity, a little spark, or even just a moment of aha, then do me a favor, like it, share it with a friend, and be sure to subscribe to Healthwise for seniors. There's so much more coming your way, and I'd love to keep walking this path with you. Until next time, remember, you're not dressing to impress anyone else. You're dressing to reflect the woman you've become, strong, radiant, and still unfolding. Stay elegant. Stay you.